It's Pick Central. Fun Shirt Friday. I'm Brandon Walker, Daily Gambling Show, Barstool Sports. Brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Spring is in the air. That can mean only one thing, spring grilling. It's time, boys and girls. Spring is officially here. Got here March 21st. It's time to get out and cook some meat. If you need meat, go to Omaha Steaks. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to spring into something delicious with their semi-annual sale. With 50% off site-wide, that's half price for those of you in the know. Grab all your favorites like perfectly aged, tender steaks, ocean fresh seafood, juicy burgers, incredible air-chilled chicken, and decadent desserts. When you go to omahasteaks.com, use promo code PICKS, P-I-C-K-S, at checkout. You'll get an additional $30 off your order. It's the perfect way to get fired up and spring into something special. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, use code PICKS at checkout, and take advantage of this deal. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away, and you're going to want to hurry because 50% off site-wide, only happening for a limited time. Do not miss your chance to save. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use code PICKS at checkout. Get an additional $30 off when you shop their semi-annual sale today. A minimum order may be required. We start on the left. Marty Mush, hello.
How we doing? I love the card today. Love it.
Big Ev, hello.
Brandon, I also love the card today. Maybe that's scary, maybe it's not, but I feel good.
And then we go to the right, and we see Mr. Robert Ory himself dressed in a jumpsuit from 1992. A good-looking one, I might add.
Yeah, it was my dad's. You know, we grew up Bama fans, so I was happy to get it.
You grew up in Coleman, Alabama, yes?
Yeah, I was happy to get it passed down, you know.
And your mom was a Kansas State fan?
Power broker. I connected people. I don't know what you want me to say. I got Dusty May's cell phone last night. What do you want me to do?
Well, let me. Marty does touch on something I wanted to ask. Why do you get two teams?
I don't get two teams.
Well, you do.
Two teams.
I really don't. Like, I haven't.
You do.
I haven't lived and died with this. I made a video with an opportunity to go viral.
You're screwed. No,
I like the K-State guys.
The video's good. I have no problem with the video.
Like, everything they
love
do
the
goes
video.
berserk.
But you were screaming on the.
I bet them. It wasn't because I didn't bet them. I bet them.
Let me throw an idea out there.
Sure.
Because you're defensive.
You got defensive right there.
Here's your idea. It's
been a good week.
If it has been,
comes Brandon.
Nobody's hotter than Bosco.
Chopping me down.
If Alabama were to lose to San Diego State tonight, do you show up in K-State purple tomorrow?
Oh,
You have to.
Have to.
You'd be a fool not to.
It would be. I'm making fun of you, but
I don't want to
it
drop.
should be.
I think it's so. I don't want to drop my guy. That
It's not, they're out. They'd be in that scenario. They'd be out.
They'd be dropping themselves.
You drop people all the time. What's it matter?
You live for dropping people.
You dropped Arkansas. It doesn't matter. They're out. All right. Go to. If you're gonna do this power broker thing, you take the best team that's left.
Like the hot hand.
Yeah, that's a power broker. Go, ride the hot.
Like I'm making fun of you, but it's also funny if you do that.
you know how they have like those posters of the collages, like different things. It's me just like I put 27 national championships, and it's a different team every year.
Yeah.
The Kansas future. This. I like
Scott Boras is worried about what Manny Ramirez is doing these days.
Power
No,
broker.
he's all about Shohei Ohtani or Mike Trout.
When Bosco says he got FAU's coach's number, right? Do you think it is getting someone's number when his random friend that's connected to these people gave him the number without the FAU coach knowing?
No, I think getting the number entails giving it to you.
But then from there, I reference my other fellow power broker.
Okay, so
he knows I'm validated, and then we get into the mix.
Since you have the number, you've already definitely sent the introductory text.
I have not.
Hey, I'm
not.
Rico.
They were up last night. They're probably still up watching.
Sending it
film.
today?
Yeah, I might send a feeler today. I think so.
It'd be like afternoon.
But then if he Googles you, he's going to see you wearing Kansas State purple, walking around clapping awkwardly.
He's also going to see a little number that says 2.3 mil.
He might see some other things too.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Let us
gotta
write
hope.
it.
That's why I
Hope for the
need.
good.
I
You gotta
need
get the
somebody.
good stuff.
I need somebody on the payroll at Google to figure out how to bury my shit like the Clintons, or raise my good shit. That's what I need.
Get the emails, right?
You need an SEO guy.
Yeah.
Would
I
you say
do.
FAU is your number one prospect right now?
No, but it's a kick up to pardon my take potentially.
Speaking of burying,
I need a few kick ups.
Burying things.
Yeah.
You did that yesterday as well, as your
Did.
hot streak continues.
Couldn't carry that anymore. It's 12 years. The screenshot's getting grainer.
The fact
and
that you
grainer.
carried it for 12 years is still stunning.
You know what? I'm actually a little upset that you buried it. That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
That was my favorite bit he's had because that screenshot's one of the worst screenshots of all time.
Oh, but it was the right thing to do.
That's
though.
an
It was.
interesting split screen right there. Never
Very
seen that one.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't like that.
we got Rico's hands at the bottom.
And people are going, oh, he didn't know who you were. In the beginning, he's like, what are you talking about? Then
Shut up. You'll get to describe the whole thing
Fine, fair enough.
after we watch it.
All right, sure.
All right.
There's alternate angles, too.
There's director's cuts?
No, we just had 3 people filming.
Who filmed it?
I knew a guy sitting in the stands. I
Jerome
don't
Tang
put
filmed
one kid could get in trouble for it, and then Jake
All right, go ahead.
with 3 angles.
So that's Woj. Hey, man.
He's
What the fuck are you talking
got
about?
a dumbfounded face on.
Oh, Bosco.
What was that? I want to know what that
He was
was.
trying to end it.
No, I kept being nice.
Yeah? Okay.
I'll get you the whole.
Walk me through it.
All right. Hey, Adrian, big fan of your work. Listen, I'm looking to put this to bed. I'm the guy who tweets at you, the Hurley thing. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, you said Hurley wasn't leaving. I tweet at you, oh, Bosco. I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, he left. You could see that too. He's like, yeah, he left. I'm like, yeah, but you were wrong. Like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, but you never apologized. Like, you never. He's like, well, it was a private conversation. I'm like, yeah, but like it would go a long way if you acknowledge it. He's like, nah, I'm not doing that. You see him say that too. He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, all right, but at least I'm looking to put it to bed. Like, you were wrong. Yeah, you were wrong. And then I was like, okay, we're good. And walked away. And you could see his face be like, what the fuck was
Can
that?
you imagine that you got a Woj bomb of, I apologize to Bosco for early.
All right, so that's to bed.
Yeah.
Are all the beefs to bed now?
No,
He's
Not
got
all
so
of them?
many more.
Well, there's a lot more, but
one more.
all the big ones seem
Pretty much,
they're
yeah.
to bed.
You
Yeah.
sleep a lot better at night.
Do you? You look better.
I haven't had a nightmare in 3 days.
3 days. He almost
I want the
wrote-
audience to recognize how big of a deal that is.
It's a big deal. And then
This man had night terrors for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
he also just went. He also went to MSG with on the first media timeout
Yeah.
on the stream, and then came back at halftime. So like that's just why it's funny as well. Like
They
he
got it done.
got it done.
Said it was like the guys who killed Bin Laden. In, out.
The man, yeah, it was that quick.
Exactly what it's like, Rico.
Yeah, took 30 seconds.
It was hard work, and I should get a medal for it.
He was riding real high last night. He was real
too
riding
high.
high,
Too
and then he
high.
got real high, and then with I'd say about 6 minutes left of the Gonzaga game.
No. A minute 40, 6 minutes real time. You got to remember,
There
6
was
minutes
no way
real
there was a
time.
minute 40 left. Maybe
100% was whenever they went up 10.
I'd say a minute 40 and 6 minutes are pretty close.
Pretty
to the line.
close.
Well, he did fire emoji, cash bag, check mark,
Eyeball.
eyeball.
That was on your UCLA pick.
on Gonzaga
Oh.
+2, and Jerry had Gonzaga money line,
Got
and all of a
really
sudden UCLA was winning with 10 seconds left.
Got really bad.
It went on like a 10-1 run. With
I was like, Bosco, that's
That you
that's
can't do
day
that.
one.
You cannot do that.
and also like listen,
do
they
that.
made they took an awful shot.
No, they
Awful
didn't.
shot.
No, they didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, they didn't.
No, listen, I don't listen.
Bad
I'm not
shot.
I'm not knocking him. Listen, you made the shot. Balls.
No, it's
Here's
a bad
why it's
shot.
not a
Won the
bad
game.
shot.
They won fair and square.
One, it's a design.
Not lucky. It's not.
Go ahead. Why do you think it's a bad shot?
It's not lucky or anything. It just, he made the shot. God bless him. But just when you got 12 seconds, you shoot a 35-footer. Down two.
It's a designed play.
I respect. Like
Shot it with
I
7
understand the
seconds.
play.
He left time for a rebound or a foul.
I'm okay with that, but
They were up, but they were.
that
But,
shit
I'm
was-
saying, but if he misses, like usually gets the rebound, it's pretty much over.
that's a far ass.
You're 2 free throws from, and it was double bonus.
He would have had to hit
2 free
2,
throws, the
but
game's essentially over.
it's better than missing and ending the game. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? Like, and it was a design.
I do understand it was a design play. I mean, God, like I said, like I'm not taking away from him. He made the shot, but I just thought it was wild. Like all the things you could have drawn up, you're down 2. It's not like you had 2 seconds; you had 12 seconds.
21 picks.
I just was very surprised that was what they drew up. It worked. I mean,
You know, if he misses that
He won
shot,
fair and
everyone
square,
would be
but-
like, "That was the stupidest shot."
Exactly,
And it's
that's
good
what-
that he
Yeah.
hit it, but like it's
21 pitch.
it was
won
a
national
far shot
championship.
too. It was, and they also called it the Jay Wright play.
Well, yeah, but
That's a
in the
fan-
20, and you got to remember the Villanova pitch. That was a tie game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fanta,
And
I'm just
and
saying the
much less
situation. Everyone runs that play. I've seen it 4 times. You can check out my Instagram. I clipped it together.
I saw Fanta tweet out like they confirmed that it was called the Jay Wright play. I was just thinking, like, do you know, that's just, you could see Fanta coming to that, being like, oh my God, they called the Jay Wright play?
Before that, it's called 21 pitch.
So
That's what Nova actually called it.
there were more than one game last night, though. There were 2 terrific games and then 2 games. The first terrific game was in Madison Square Garden. It was overtime game, Kansas State 98, Michigan State 93. And I got to say this, in a tournament that has been defensive-oriented with bad shots, missed shots, fouls, it's been an ugly tournament up until last night. That game was a fucking godsend. That game of just shot, every team scoring.
I know UCLA didn't score for 10 minutes, but that was also a godsend scoring too. But this one, you're right, was on steroids.
Yeah, Kansas
I mean,
State.
the shot making on both ends. They both
Unbelievable.
Like 50% from 3. I mean, it was
State, Michigan State really put on an entertaining basketball game. Marquise Noel continues to be, I think, the star of the tournament. I guess.
I don't think it's close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Brandon Miller just goes crazy the last 3 games.
But you got to remember, Brandon Miller didn't score in his first game.
Yeah.
Done much.
Overall resume right now, and Noel is the guy.
He's the best player on the court.
He's the most outstanding player, without a doubt.
I mean, Timmy's been pretty good.
Yes.
He had 19 assists.
Timmy, he did, but Timmy had 37 points.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but Noel accounted for 63. Noel really went for 63.
It was just the way Noel just controlled the game. Like, it just felt like he just had, like, the game was in the palm of his
The
hand.
fact
He
that
had 5 steals too.
when he comes down, and I think it's the last minute of overtime, it's tied at 92, and he throws an alley-oop that's caught and reverse dunked in that moment in that arena is unbelievable.
And also, Tang's got to go if that was a planned play. I know.
I think it was.
It looked like
he said it wasn't.
Oh, he said it wasn't.
Yeah, he said it wasn't, but he just should have lied and said.
I don't think they want to give anything away.
It's even better look on Noel then.
Do you not think that him saying no, it wasn't a play is also part of the play?
100%.
I
The
think
play is still going right now.
Yeah, like
No.
we're all getting played.
Like he's
Yeah,
now
I
getting a
kinda
grilled
think
cheese
so, too.
sandwich for lunch because that was part of the play.
I'll
Yeah.
pretend it is, but no. Tang was like, no, we were arguing about plays, and then he just saw something and did it. That's why he's amazing. Like
I don't think I think it was the play.
why would he lie? That's such an easy that was the play.
It's a classic work.
You're not gonna use it again.
He's working us.
I think you could use it again.
He's working us.
Also, not many guys are looking at like I don't know.
I mean, they ran it earlier in the game too, like a similar type.
Well, why would the
first
guy on the
game.
back just run towards the rim if it wasn't a play?
I don't.
They said he was overplaying the first couple of times. They think they were both in on it with the eye look.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna pretend again that it was a planned play.
It's just wild because if you look at Noel's eyes, like he's looking at like how the fuck did he see it?
Yeah.
I know he's
Honestly,
good.
he had a lot of passes like that in that game. The way he was able to make like these great decisions last second was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
The best coach.
Think about even just like to the wide open dunks where he have like he get the double team on him and just at the last second just drop it, just incredible.
The best coach
What a
in
game.
March had an amazing play to get his team a 3 too. It was awesome.
Well, hold on. Hauser's got to shoot that fucking ball. They came out of the timeout. He had Hauser a look. Now there's a man there, but this is March, man. You got to make a fucking tough shot. Hauser should have shot that ball. The next guy should have shot that ball. Like nobody wanted to shoot.
I was surprised Hauser didn't. I agree.
Hauser's only out there to shoot.
And then for them to just not even. I mean, I was on Kansas State.
He didn't get a shot off.
And I'm not get a shot off with like what was it?
I don't think that was Izzo's
How many
fault.
times they have like 13 seconds, something like that, 14.
They had
in that range?
multiple chances to get that shot off, and nobody would take it. It was unbelievable. But Marty, you requested 2 minutes to talk Tom Izzo. Go.
I want a serious conversation. Yes, I don't think he's overrated. That's just where I get people excited and pissed off. But he has set his bar so low that people respect him more. He's won one championship in 23 years ago. Every Michigan State people talk about how they don't get the big recruits. They can't get them. They're Michigan State. It's not like they're fucking Dayton or these like FAU or these mid-major teams. They're in the Big Ten. They have a chance. They have a very good chance to get these players. And what he does is gets these teams to a 5 to a 7 seed and gets to the Sweet 16 and gets praised all the time. And he got to the Elite 8 8 times and this Final Four 6 times, right? And he's won 1. And I understand it's very hard to win this tournament. But he gets a lot of leeway because he takes this Michigan State team's not a 7 seed. They're just not. But we act like they're this like kind of mid-majors team that we praise them to get to the Sweet 16. I just don't. I think he gets more credit than if Duke gets to Sweet 16, I know Duke's different, or like UNC or UCLA. It's like, oh yeah, they should.
Well, if you watched last night, Jerome Tang has said it the whole tournament. The reason we win is because we got dudes, we got guys, and they go out and make plays. And Kansas State,
boy, this is a bad boy.
Kansas State just went out and made plays, and their players are making plays. And Michigan State certainly did nothing to counter that. So I bet on Michigan State last night because I thought Izzo was a better coach than Tang, and then Izzo did nothing to give me my money.
But do
Piss
you
me off.
understand what I know?
I got you.
I don't think it's a crazy.
But you're arguing though, Marty, and I know why you're not saying it. You're arguing that he is in fact overrated. That's what you're arguing.
I think that he does what I do. I set a really low bar, so when I do something pretty good, it's like, holy shit, that was good.
So you're saying when it looks like he's overachieving, he's actually underachieving.
Like he's also 8 years of he was preseason ranked number 3, top 20, 8 different times. That's not that's an underachieving season if he doesn't make the final, doesn't make the Elite 8 or Sweet 16.
I think it's more he's kind of I think he's kind of taking that different approach where, like, they're not the Dukes, like they're like probably just below that, like in terms of like blue blood.
Yes.
But he's kind of kept the same approach that of just getting these guys that stay for years. Like that. I think we were talking about the other day. Like he's only had like a couple lottery picks in his whole career. Like he doesn't.
6.
He doesn't have I don't think he tries. I don't know if he does or not. It seems like he doesn't really try to recruit the A-list guys. He tries to get like the Tyson Walkers and the Halls and like these guys like the Hausers. I know he's a transfer, but try to get these guys that aren't going to go to the draft and like stay around for 4 years. That's kind of been more his philosophy, and I think that's kind of what's led to them not having 1 seeds, 2 seeds, them being like 5, 6. Also, I feel like I would need more history on this. I'm just remembering the one time they lost to Middle Tennessee State. But I feel like when they've kind of been higher seeds, they haven't done as well. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yeah,
that's just off the top of my head.
Also, as a coach who's been around for so long, you have to be a fucking idiot to say post game that the other team got lucky. That just people are gonna get mad. People are gonna get mad no matter what. You just don't.
He
say
had
that
an
about
easy.
It was bad wording. Me and
He had an easy out. We were talking about before. All he had to say was, hey, they got a couple of bounces their way that we didn't get. And that's true. Like, Noel's shot is a bounce in your favor. You know, I'm trying to think. The play off the butt, like a couple of bounces, whatever, a call here, a call there.
He was on Noel, hit the one, like the bank.
That's what I'm talking about. But I mean, that's a phenomenal play, but he just has to say a couple of bounces. He can't say lucky shot.
Also, I thought
it makes it look like you're trying to make
I thought they were
excuse.
getting a favorable whistle as well.
Michigan State?
They were getting a lot of soft foul calls.
That's also him saying basically, oh, if the ball doesn't go in, we win. Like, you fucking think like that? It's lucky is part of basketball. It went in, and it's like just saying lucky makes you sound like a loser. It does.
Does Cronin also get some guff because he said last night that they got a tough whistle? After the game, Cronin said
you didn't score for 10 minutes. Like,
he said it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
What whistle is he talking about?
He said they got a UCLA.
Just like in general, I think he was saying.
He said like we did this, and we got a tough whistle, and we still almost won.
All right, hold on a second. Do you know how many free throws Gonzaga shot in the first half?
I don't.
I think it was 1 or 0. Right? Didn't we remember that? I kept being like, get Timmy. UCLA committed 1 foul in the first half.
Yeah,
so they maybe they didn't shoot any then.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's either 2 or 0.
Yeah, no, it's 2 or 0. Yeah, actually, that has to be. Yeah, 2 or 0. So I think it might have been 0. I mean, we kept saying get Timmy to the line. Like, it looked like they were just going to let him shoot and score as many as he could and try not to get him to the line and get in foul trouble. So how can he say favorable whistle? UCLA committed 1 foul and a half of basketball.
I'm telling you, that's what he fucking.
Yeah. Well,
it was the second half.
I'm not arguing.
Oh,
That's what he fucking said.
The second half, I think there was.
I'm not arguing he said it. I'm arguing why he said it. So real quick, hypothetical on Kansas State, and then we'll dive into UCLA. I put this on Twitter. I didn't put a ton of research on it. I blogged it. And it's super niche. Post 2000, who's been involved in the most entertaining games in the Sweet 16? Now, Duke and Carolina and Kentucky have been in a ton, but I'm sure there's been some duds. I know for a fact Duke got blown out by Villanova in 2009, or they blew somebody out. Like, you lose a point for that. I'm just saying you have a VHS tape or a DVD collection of Sweet 16 games you want to watch. Who is it? People are saying Tennessee and Ohio State, I forgot about. The two to me, silver medal, Xavier. Had a classic against Arizona, the classic against Kansas State, that game against Pitt when Fields hit that big shot. Like, Xavier's been in a ton. They could also be in a classic tonight. But the gold medal to me was Kansas State. I know it's only 3. Last night could be recency bias. That's top 10 all time. The Jacob Pullen game and the game I kind of forgot about was, I only remembered Kevin Knox for Kentucky because he sucked for the Knicks. The 2018 game, they beat Kentucky by 3. They've had 3 games decided by 13 points. One of them in double overtime, and last night in overtime.
I might be crazy, but is there something like Arizona in 2013?
I think those were like Elite 8 games.
Was it?
Yeah, those Wisconsin classics were Elite 8 games.
So,
any jump off to you, Sweet 16, like in your own? I know it's super niche, but Kansas State has been involved in some super, super entertaining Sweet 16 games. That really kind
I'll
of
say Florida
last night. Florida,
it feels like their run was exciting. Early 2000s, they had an exciting run, and then they had the Chiozza shot in Madison Square Garden in the Sweet 16. If you remember that,
put up there.
had a Mike Miller buzzer beater in the Sweet 16, I believe, in 2000 against UConn. Otherwise, I don't know. It's a good hypothetical.
Yeah, it's just like last night I'm watching. I'm like, man, Kansas State. It's rare they get to the Sweet 16, but when they do, they deliver.
Now,
it's unbelievable for a random team too.
Drew Timme has 290 points career in the NCAA tournament. He scored 290 points. To show you how rare that is, you know how many players have scored more than 300 in the NCAA tournament in their career?
Leighton.
Nine.
Leitner.
And name some more.
Ewing, maybe.
Nope.
Bobby Hurley.
Nope.
JJ?
Nope. There's a couple recent ones. There's one 06, 09. There's
Morrison?
Okay. Say again?
Or Adam Morrison?
Nope.
Oh.
Tyler Hansborough.
Wait a second. Would Noah be on there?
Nope.
Or Brewer? None of those guys?
I'll just do it. Christian Leitner, all-time, 407 points, probably will never be called. That's ridiculous.
Where's Timmy have?
He's 289 or 290.
He's
got
another year.
If he came back another year, he
got another one.
He's 290, and we don't know how many games he got left this year.
Yeah.
So if he scores 20 points a game and plays 3 more games, he's suddenly at 350. But Christian Leitner, 407 all-time leader, played 23 March Madness games.
Went to 4 Final Fours. Yeah,
So that's 23 games.
3 championship games.
Elvin Hayes at Houston in the 60s. Danny Manning in the 80s at Kansas. Hansborough is 4th all-time. Oscar Robertson, Cincinnati in the 50s. Glenn Rice in Michigan did his in only 13 games, scored 308 in 13 games.
What?
Let's see. Bill Bradley for Princeton played 9 games, scored 303 points. Lou Alcindor, 12 games, scored 25.3 points a game. And then Big Nasty Corliss Williamson.
9 games, 309 points?
Yep.
That doesn't
averaging 33.7
any sense. Holy shit.
with no 3-point line.
That's way more impressive.
Well, that's the crazy stat we heard last night. The guy from Notre Dame, Austin Carr, most points in a tournament game, 61, no 3-point line.
Yeah.
And also scored 52 in that tournament or something like that. Like nuts.
All right. So we have Kansas State beating Michigan State last night. FAU beat Tennessee. Tennessee just ran out of gas. They couldn't score, and ultimately Tennessee style of play.
I think FAU is really
Tennessee
good.
style of play just caught up.
FAU is good. I understand. They're a very
I think
good
people,
team.
and I have a Kansas State future. I think people are just going to jump all over Kansas State. I think it's going to be a fucking battle.
It's definitely going to be a battle.
You were right when you said, when you looked at that bracket to begin with, and MSG could have gotten Duke, Kentucky, Michigan State for the regional final, Purdue, I forget who the 2 seed
Marquette.
was. Yeah, Marquette. It could have gotten all manner of teams.
It was Marquette.
All manner of teams, and they're going to end up with Kansas State against FAU in their championship game.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but even yesterday, walking around New York, the 2 fan bases that were here the most, Michigan State and Tennessee, they're now gone.
Yep.
Yeah, no matter what, FAU and Kansas State's going to be a good game, but as a casual, it's not a great matchup.
But at the same time, it is.
I know it is. I'm saying if you told someone that doesn't really watch it much, it's FAU Kansas State, like what?
Because the Final Four is going to get new blood regardless.
Listen,
Yeah.
I would imagine there's a lot of tickets available on Game Time for this game. Like, it's not grabbing people off the street of, I got to go. So
If FAU's in the Final Four, that'd be fucking insane.
Yeah.
Credit to that guy.
They've got a very good chance to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, credit. I mean,
And then, of course, UConn beating. Now, I got to ask you a question. Is it a bad look for Muss to be taking his shirt off and celebrating in the next game he gets beat by 30?
No,
Absolutely not.
being a 1 seed.
It's a string of emotion. Like, all right, so here, put it this way. Do you think he did that for the 4 days in between? And he was acting like an act? Like, he had it. They won. He did it. He went in the locker room. Great win. Enjoy it. Tomorrow we break down the film. Like,
fair enough, but we were crowning him the best March coach, which was earned up until yesterday, and he got beat by 30.
Well,
I still think he's a good March coach.
I just still say he's a good March. He's a good March
the
coach.
way you guys talk about Izzo is the same thing with Muss is in the same position in Arkansas, which is I think harder to get people to go to, and
I don't know about that. Arkansas is a great basketball.
Probably not anymore.
not
Great basketball
because of him.
No, Arkansas is a great basketball program through the years.
Got money too.
Yeah.
In the 2000s, were they any good?
Money.
I mean, every program goes through ups and downs, but Arkansas historically is a fantastic.
But
a long
also,
down, though.
all right, that's 3 straight Sweet 16s for him.
Yeah.
So that's like he's still. If you're gonna look at Izzo, it's the same thing, you know.
Well, he's got the Izzo thing too, where none of them he was a top seed.
Yeah, no.
So tonight we have San Diego State plus 7.5 against Alabama. The total is 137.5. Did overs go 3-1 again last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
UConn, but real quick though, did not miss. They look incredible. UConn's
They've been just beating the shit out of everybody.
Sanogo looks like one of the best players.
Dominant.
What do you
teams
think he's
so
going to
far.
do to Timmy? That matchup.
Oh, he's going to cook Timmy.
He's gonna cook Timmy because Timmy.
Timmy's going to cook him?
When Timmy doesn't have when he has a big guy on him and gets beat up a little bit, he struggles.
He's much stronger, bigger.
They also can run the other kid. Is it Swanigan? The set or
It's not Swanigan, but I know what you're talking about.
what the fuck is his
Big white
last name?
kid?
I know you're talking about. Yeah, the way he's like clinging.
Clingigan.
Swanigan,
whatever.
Huge. He's
I
way
thought
taller.
Swanigan was going to be
Swanigan was a monster too, but
unbelievable.
Clingigan, the other 7 foot, they're going to run it at him. Like, they're going to give him problems.
Miami is plus 7.5 against Houston. Total is 138.5.
What's going on with you? You have a Miami future, and I know you're taking Houston. Like,
I did bet Houston.
But like, why do you?
I just think it's a horrible matchup.
I think it's a horrible matchup for Houston.
I disagree. I just think that I would love Miami future to continue. I just think the way Houston plays defense, they have so many good perimeter defenders. I just think Miami's like their only path to victory, which they're good at it. Like they could do it, but I think their only real path to victory is like they just have to make a lot of shots. Whereas Houston, I think could come in and like not have their A game.
They could disrupt.
They could just disrupt and play good defense and get out of here with a win.
Obviously, it's not crazy.
I think if Houston and Miami's defense is bad, like I think Houston's gonna score. And I just think their perimeter defenders are going to give Miami, like Pack and Wong, a tough time. But we'll see.
It's obviously not crazy to say that number one. I'm one seed's going to beat Miami, but I don't know. I just think that Miami, if they control the pace of this game, they're going to win.
I'm like endeared to this Miami team. This is a brain pick, in my opinion, but we'll see what happens.
I felt, Marty, like Auburn controlled the pace against Houston, too, and then Houston just wore them down. But Auburn's not as good as Miami.
That's what I'm saying. I think Miami's guards are just way better than...
For sure. They're definitely better.
Wong and Pack in themselves is a scary two people.
Princeton tries to become the first 15 seed to ever reach the Elite Eight.
Blowout.
I have 2 picks today, and I'm just going to tell you all. It's the under in Miami-Houston, and it's Creighton to beat the absolute shit out of Princeton.
Blows.
I also had Missouri to beat the absolute shit out of Princeton and lost money. So... maybe I'm just.
I'm really torn. I took the over in the game. I'm very torn on the. I kind of feel like it's
a number 150 something.
141.
I took it like 2 days ago because you can only take it in New York. So I got 139. I took it 2 days ago, but I don't know. I feel like this is a game where like maybe Princeton hangs early, but then Creighton kind of like runs away with it in the end. But Princeton has been. I mean. Like their resume at wins is pretty fucking good. I mean, they beat Arizona, they beat Mizzou.
I'm not a Mizzou guy. Arizona was incredible.
It was horrific on
beat the
defense.
shit
They also,
out of Mizzou.
they destroyed Mizzou.
Like smashed them.
Yeah,
They are horrific on Mizzou can get that done to them based on.
So I mean, they were very. I mean, in
Yeah.
SEC they play. Did they beat Bama?
No.
They beat Tennessee.
They beat some good teams in the SEC.
Awful
They're not a
defense,
bad team.
Yeah.
They can score, and they didn't let them do anything.
And Xavier plus 4.5 against Texas. Total 149.
I'm on Texas, but I'm worried because Xavier is very good.
Listen, Rodney Terry's having a great year. You got Sean Miller with 3 Elite Eights. Xavier's playing better defense per possession in the tournament than Texas. They play better without Fremantle on defense. You got a week of preparation for a guy like Sean Miller. Great offense. Weapons in Nunji. Boom can go off. Like, I think people are I think this is a classic that nobody's talking about yet. I really do think everybody's kind of setting up. All right, and it's a little too perfect. Texas, Houston, with a chance to go to Houston for the Final Four. All the marbles, all Texas, all Texas. I think Xavier could spoil the party. That's all I'm saying. It would not shock me if Xavier spoils the party. Am I confident enough to pick him? No. But I think Xavier can spoil the party.
I don't think we talked enough about San Diego State. Can they beat Alabama?
Yes.
That's
100%.
I don't know what that is. If my team's playing,
Poor mouthing.
he's
Really not.
doing it. He's doing it just to cover his ass.
Matchups.
It's like San Diego State. Like if you are scared of San Diego State as a number 1 seed over the tournament, you're a loser.
Well, I don't think
fan.
it's being
They're
scared.
experienced. They hold teams to 28% from
I know.
three.
I
They have
know.
a great
That's
coach.
why I bet a money line. But
They're a good team.
you're doing it just so you cover your ass.
No, I'm really not. They're a good team.
They are
They're a
good.
very good team.
They start.
Now, the thing is,
4
they
seniors.
allow a lot of threes. So we know, and Bama's won games where they hit they can go 3 of 27. Like, they just want to put them up, too.
This is where I want to
If
see.
San Diego State's going to allow a lot, we're in a good spot.
I want to see Bama's mental toughness because still there's so much shit going on with them. With say, there is.
Saban was at practice. It's all good.
I understand, but there's still
Good.
okay. Well, I'll talk to you guys. The Saban stuff is mental. That shit's happening, and there's people tweeting at them. There's things happening. Brandon Miller, I keep hearing that his groin isn't 100%, but I'm sure it is. Like I'm sure he's fine. This is where mental toughness, where like San Diego State can definitely give them some problems, and I don't know. I'm excited for the game.
That's
How
not a
can
big
you
deal.
say San Diego State can give them the problems and me not? I don't get to be worried about them.
Because you're in Alabama. If I'm a Duke fan, I'm not
I
worried.
just like to point out you're the only one in the room wearing a
Yes.
full Alabama jumpsuit.
I'm allowed to be worried for Alabama. If I was you, I would fucking be.
You went on eBay and bought a 1993 era jumpsuit, so that inspires some confidence.
Yes. I'd be fucking saying I'm going to smash
If you were
it.
sitting
I
there
know
wearing,
ball. I know the teams. I mean,
if you were
they're
sitting
good
there wearing
teams.
your Kansas State purple, okay,
Yes,
but you're
you could
not.
say San Diego State could give him a tough time.
All right, fair enough.
You look like Wimp Sanderson's son in 1994. Did he have a son?
I don't know.
Probably. You remember Wimp Sanderson?
I really
Know
don't.
that name?
No.
He was Alabama's first coach when I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know.
that's why they did the plaid thing for a while, because he wore plaid coats, and they got out of that. Now they just do the houndstooth for that old cheating son of a bitch. Bear Bryant.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm parlaying San Diego State and Miami money line.
Really?
Yep. I don't know. Obviously, both one team's losing.
Old.
It's crazy, but I'm going to do it.
I feel like San Diego State. I bet them, but I think it's either like it's close or they lose by $1 billion.
Oh, that's 100.
All right.
It's 100% that.
Last thing on college basketball, we look forward to Saturday. We now have Elite Eight matchups. It's number 9 seed FAU against number 3 seed Kansas State. There were 3, right?
3.
Oh,
And number 4 seed UConn against number 2 seed Gonzaga in a. I just think that's a terrific
Like
matchup.
both are
UConn against
like 1-2 point spreads.
609, 849. Yeah.
the scheduling needs to
On a Saturday night?
Yeah.
Brutal.
I don't know.
Think about it this way. You're a casual
It's at
guy.
9 o'clock, man.
Yeah, maybe 5 and like.
Hold on. Not only is it late at night, it's also not in the daytime,
Yeah.
right? So Saturday is wide open. I'm used to watching sports on Saturday. Give them to me at 5 and 7.
5 and 7's beautiful. 4
4 and 6.
4 and 6 is
Well, it would be 4 and 6:30, but yeah, I get what
That's
Either way.
way better because then some people like to go out. It's just
I
more.
got to sit around all Saturday and wait, and then
There's
and
nothing
then
else to watch. Yeah.
I'm watching a game at 10 o'clock.
Like 9 o'clock is a wild start time.
Yeah, you're right. I guess, for younger people, like it's something. It's all right. What are we gonna do? Well, the games are gonna be on. Let's go here. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Again, I guess it's like for Gonzaga,
Who's going to the Final Four, FAU or Kansas State, Marty?
Kansas State.
Yeah.
I just can't put my money on FAU.
I got a future. Kansas State.
All right.
FA.
You're Ricoing this tournament. You realize that, right?
What do you mean?
Every time we talk about a team, you got a future on them.
I literally just said 2.
That's
No, I mean, look how far they've made it. I got a 50-1 in the Elite Eight.
Yeah,
I got Creighton as a future as well.
I think it's gonna be Kansas State. I'm gonna be a pickle. I'm being a real.
I'm getting to
Do they
this spot
play
where,
each
like,
other?
do I keep betting on them or do I just ride it?
Oh my God, it's gonna be Kansas State, Alabama. They play each other Final Four.
Oh, he's saying that
It's
not a thing to him.
Didn't I say
I am
told
fascinated with the stories of people. I think Kansas State has some great stories. They're good kids to root with. I met with them. Power broker, put them in touch with people. But
You're not
Bama.
interested
It's always
in
been
their
Bama.
stories. You interviewed them, so you know them. You're interested because they know you.
And no, it's not true. The pitch coming out of those interviews was listen to the stories. 18 years as an assistant, almost died on the court, one offer. That's the pitch.
FAU's a mid-major that has won 34 games.
Well, you're not even saying anything about
listen,
FAU.
When I talk to Dusty May, I'll be sure to get that story.
when
Right
you
now,
talk to them-
I just opened the book.
And I told him this. Tell me he's crazy not to do this, that he's not Donna Kelsey wearing Kansas State, Alabama jersey straight half and half.
If they play each other, I think you should.
I was all in on Bama. I can't.
It's hard to go back all in whichever one wins, right? Like if it's Kansas State, Alabama,
all in on
and
Bama.
he's been Alabama all year, and then all of a sudden he's Kansas State, and then Alabama wins, and
He's already.
I shot a viral
Kansas-
video with Kansas State.
He's already in the Kansas State locker
All I
room. He's
did.
already done it.
Yeah, I
So
shot a
just
viral
go.
video.
Already
with
worn
Kansas
each
State.
jumpsuit this week.
Exactly. It's Bama.
Although the Kansas State jumpsuit was just purple, it wasn't actually
Also
lavender.
very nice. That
lavender.
That was the team's one.
was like a
right?
Nike Tech. That was
Yeah,
very nice.
The team gave it to him. Bro thinks he's part of the team.
Oh wow, Alabama! So you have to go on eBay and buy your own Alabama.
Just got a package.
He also hasn't interviewed on Bosco N1 this year.
Well, every time we got close.
Nate Oates has
Well,
Nate Oates been in questioning.
Bama's probably not in the spot that play.
Yeah, listen, we were. I just want him to win games,
How do you feel about your teammate murdering someone?
and it's working.
Nate Oates has been under
next question.
It was actually better for Rico not to, because if he didn't ask him
comment.
about the murder, because you wouldn't have, I know you wouldn't have, he would have gotten in trouble. So it was better off for you.
That was Boss could be the only one that wouldn't ask about it.
Oh, absolutely not. I will never.
Well, yeah.
Don't question somebody about a murder.
Oh, your morals.
That's not a big deal.
Oh,
State says they could play. We play.
yeah, no.
The state of Alabama clearing.
He didn't know the
Alabama
gun
players,
could
yeah.
shoot and kill people. He didn't know.
Yeah.
Did you get a connect yesterday with FAU just in case?
We just went.
Like I know you got Dusty Mate, but like maybe like a graduate assistant, maybe a student manager, maybe get you some
SID.
gear.
Oh, you got some gear already for FAU?
Is that true? I
Where
don't
are
know.
your birdies? No, the graduate assistant asked for a picture. I mean, Ebo's got fucking.
All right. So when he
asked.
asked you for a picture, did you then say, "Hey, maybe"?
Yes.
Oh,
I go, good luck tonight. I say, oh, by the way, size 10.5. He's like, oh, ha. Like, all right, everybody relax. I didn't give him an address. I didn't give him a
looking
phone
for
number.
sneakers.
Give him your
Everybody
shoe
fucking
size?
relax.
For sneakers.
Yeah, dude.
That's a wild.
Everybody relax.
Usually you go XL. You don't go 10.5.
Breaking news. Give me the news sounds. We're down to a large, boys.
Attaboy.
Well, yeah.
You know what? That depression does well.
That was real well. That was real well.
That is the key to losing weight. Depress.
It goes one way or the other, though.
All right, y'all give me a week or two then.
Oh, yeah.
UConn -2 against Gonzaga. Who goes to the Final Four, Rico? UConn or Gonzaga?
I like Gonzaga. Like this year, I did think people would sleep on him. I'm sorry. Sonogo looks like he could really, really give problems to Timmy. I'm going to lean.
Why is it
I'm
assumed?
going to lean UConn. I'm going to lean Danny Hurley, who's the coach of UConn.
Why is it
Say no.
assumed that Sonogo is going to give problems with Timmy, which he will, and it's not assumed that Timmy will have his way offensively with UConn when he's done it for 15 straight tournament games
So
against every opponent?
well, usually when he has a really bigger, like an actual, Timmy's about 6'9". When he has an actual guy who's about 7'1".
Snogo actually is like only 6'9", but he's
Is he?
Yeah, but he's just big as fuck.
So actually, but
big and
I'm
strong.
going Gonzaga here for this reason. UConn has looked amazing, for sure. Gonzaga has the experience. Besides that, UConn has been a nightmare matchup for every team they've played. Gonzaga kind of fits them as like they're not a nightmare matchup completely. I think because the Arkansas has so much trouble shooting the three, and they have no big man inside it as much as Sonogo. I think it's going to be an amazing game. The jerseys are going to fuck me up. They're the same colors.
TCU had a talented front line, didn't it?
Huh?
TCU, didn't they have a talented front line?
Well, they lost Lampkin.
They lost
Yeah, lost the
their
big
best
guy.
big man.
Lost that big guy.
Okay.
Who's now going to? He's now
UCLA
going to
doesn't have a.
He's going to go to Georgetown.
big
Yeah,
guy.
you said
He was-
that.
he was
Shocked
Cooley's
again.
first guy.
Yeah.
I just look at Timmy in the tournament: 36-13, 28-8, 21-6. Like it doesn't matter who's
There's
been
no
playing.
big guy yet.
He's phenomenal. I mean,
He's really good. There's still
It's like
still has
you
points.
say it was missing their starting center last night,
Yeah,
and they had little depth there. That
and
was just
and
stopping
UConn's
them.
got two.
Yeah.
The other guy's about 7'2".
Yeah.
I'm just riding. UConn's the hot hand. I bet him every game. They've covered every game. I'm just riding the hot
Is that
hand.
spread out yet?
Isn't Gonzaga a hot hand too?
It's like 2. Yeah.
Oh, they're now 1-2 against the spread in the tournament.
Well,
Really?
the other
They
one
didn't cover. They didn't cover the first two
TCU
games.
one
Oh,
was
Gonzaga?
was
TCU was criminal. They didn't cover
Didn't cover.
Grand Canyon. They just covered
No,
that.
so,
night.
yeah, they didn't cover. It is what it is.
All right. That's enough college basketball talk. Are y'all ready for my hypothetical for the day?
Please.
After I tell you about the Barstool Sportsbook, which is presenting this show today. Today's show brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. Nobody cares about your bracket. Nobody cares about your little jumpsuit. Nobody cares about your face. We want you to win money. That's why you need to download the Barstool Sportsbook. Who really needs a bracket when you can just bet on all the action? And the Barstool Sportsbook is the best place to start. We're now offering a $100 sign-up bonus for new users. Sign up today using code TOURNEY, TOURNEY. Place a $10 or more cash wager on any college basketball bet. Win or lose, you receive $100 in bonus cash. So download, create an account today, and use code TOURNEY to unlock your $100 in bonus cash. 2 incredible rounds are in the books. There were some shocking upsets, and it shall only get crazier. Make sure you sign up for an account to get in on the action today. You get your $100 bonus, but we'll also have special bets and picks from me, Big Cat, Dave, Marty, Rico, Big Ev. We'll have picks and promos like parlay insurance, underdog insurance, and more. So download the Barstool Sportsbook, create an account today. Be sure to use code TOURNEY to unlock your $100 in bonus cash. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. NBA basketball. If you cloned a player and had 5 of him on a team, who would make the best team in NBA basketball? If you cloned a player 5 times and he was now a team, which player would create the best team of 5?
I
think the answer's easy.
So I think it's a wing.
It's easy.
Let's do it before. Let's try to work through it together.
No. I want
Oh,
to.
Big F says it's easy.
Yeah, I want everyone.
Well, I
to say
have an
theirs
answer
first.
too that I think is pretty easy.
All right, Big F, what's your easy one?
I think it's Giannis.
Really?
That team can't shoot.
They don't need to. They play the best defense, and they just take the ball and jam it down your throat.
All right.
Who's going to
I had
guard
a
him?
weird answer.
Who do you have that's going to guard
Here's
him?
where I work through. Is where you work through it. It can't be a guard because you can't have size. It also can't be a big man because he can't bring down the ball. It's probably a wing, a versatile wing who can shoot, play a bunch of different positions, and can also handle the ball.
Defense too.
Probably going Durant.
So I was saying
Not a bad answer, obviously.
I don't hate the answer.
my team
Got
isn't
a
great on
lot of
defense.
scoring.
My team isn't great on defense, but I feel like for offensive versatility, I would go with 5 Lucas.
Yeah, but Giannis would score every single time.
I got a guy that I've been thinking about,
Okay.
and my defense is there. Kawhi.
I don't hate that answer either.
Kawhi all around compared to everybody.
Kawhi's also sneaky big too.
Sneaky
I hate
big,
it.
clamped on defense, and can score at will. That's a guy that I do not want 5 people on the court of.
He shoots better. He shoots better than Giannis for sure. Giannis has the size advantage.
Size, yeah. I don't know. It's just I think Kawhi isn't just.
I honestly like that answer better than Durant. To be
I think
honest,
5
Just the-
Kawhi is-
just the defense.
Fair enough. My
5
line
Kawhi is
defense
slowing down
like
5 Giannis.
6'8"
is better.
across. You know what I mean? I would get So I guess what's the question in the tournament? Am I playing all the other? I'm playing the just Steph Curry team.
We're not in a tournament.
in our league.
In our league.
Yeah.
Am I playing just the Steph Curry team, or am I playing basically
Debo?
5 Durants
who am I
against
playing?
the Bulls? Like the perfectly assembled Bulls right now.
Well, I think for a baseball
Currently
hypothetical of
assembled.
this, we would probably take 9 Darren Ruffs, correct? We'd all take
Correct.
9 Darren
Yes.
Ruffs.
Yes.
I think it's probably one of the small
replace
forwards
a
like
team.
Kawhi. Oh, like you're saying, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like how are we setting up our league?
Correct.
Okay, let's just do every team. Like you have the Currys, you have the LeBrons, you have the
That's
the
weird.
Giannis's.
What I'm thinking
that's
is the
weird.
current makeup.
Somebody said LeBron, and even though he's 38, LeBron would still do pretty goddamn
Going to be
well.
great.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
would. That's a good answer. Slip through cracks.
I'm
I'm saying the current lineup. So like Monday night or whatever, Saturday night, Team Durant plays the currently constructed Bulls, and then Monday they play the currently constructed Kings.
Yeah.
So you have teams mixed. Like they have a guard, they have a big guy, and what can you do to try and get all these different things thrown at you and be in the playoffs? I think that's Durant.
What about 5 Embiids? Nobody's ever scoring on you ever.
They
You
can't.
gonna be able to bring the ball up?
He'll get stolen every
He's
time.
the most athletic big man ever.
You're telling me Kawhi would just steal the ball from him?
Are we really going? Is Embiid really considered the most athletic big man ever?
I think
that's
Shaq's
really
pretty
biased, but
athletic.
I think so.
I think Shaq is probably
He's probably the most athletic big man in the game right now, I'd say. But
I have a pick.
because there's also
Also-
not many big men.
I know these not a big man, but Kevin Durant's 7 feet tall.
What about Anthony
he's not a
Davis?
big man. There's
Yeah, but he just
What
is.
about Anthony Davis?
Playing 4 on 5 every night.
Anthony Davis is fucking really athletic.
Anthony Davis, I'm going to have to cancel games because he's hurt so much.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's healthy right now.
What do you guys think about if we took Jordan Poole but only put like bad bitches in the stand, in the stands?
That's that's a good point.
He's a baller.
I think we should probably just do bad bitches in the stands anyway. If we're cloning
Speaking of bad,
players, why not clone the
speaking
fans?
of bad
Jordan Poole,
bitches, the tank.
Well, I'm not going to.
boats and hose.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Yeah, no, I'll didn't even mean to do that. I swear to God, but it was just just like in the midst of everything, like just Tank's on a boat. I just need everyone to listen to what Tank's travel schedule is, real quick. Tank's travel schedule is he went to Tampa yesterday, flew to Tampa. He was with the midget boxing I got into a fight today. You get me in trouble a lot because you tell me to call it midgets, but it's little people now.
I do what I want.
Okay, good. So I go with Za.
I do what I want.
I go with Za says, but he's with the midget boxing people from Rough and Rowdy at a meet and greet in Tampa. He's coming home tomorrow. On Tuesday, he's driving to Miami with Clemmer.
Flying from Tampa to here to get in a car.
Drive to Miami.
Drive to Miami with Clemmer, and
Can we analyze that off the top of our heads? So how many days is 4 days in a hotel?
That's 4.
How much do we think 4 days in a hotel? That's good, very good. I can't stay hot.
Tomorrow we'll do colors.
Yes. Can't say you needed that one. We're putting things back in spectrum here. It's a bizarro world. How many days would 4 days in a hotel? How much would 4 days in a hotel be?
Well,
compared to airfare back and
I assume they'll have to do a couple. There's no airfare back. They're driving back.
no airfare to get Miami back to here. He's flying back here now. No.
flying back here tomorrow.
Tampa.
Yeah. So all right. So that versus 4 nights in a hotel and just let Clemmer drive down.
I'm gonna say it's probably $100 for the hotel halfway, and then I'm gonna say I'll just conservatively say $250 a night for Miami.
They didn't get a big budget for Miami either, so that's why I'm saying they got to drive, and they didn't get a cameraman either.
Yeah.
I just find it and also Tank can't drive on the highway. He only
he just won't.
he only goes 45 miles an hour.
It's unbelievable.
So Clemmer's got to drive 20
Also,
hours.
it makes me laugh every time that he's like a born and raised Jersey guy. Like if you born and raised in Jersey, you live on highways.
Yeah, same. Like even
It's
Long
so
Island.
funny.
Like I drove with them once, and he had to pull over because the Mets made an error. It's a true story. It was the scariest moment of my
I'm
life.
surprised he doesn't get pulled over for going too slow.
Whose
Yeah.
dog is that?
I don't know. It's been with a lot of different people.
Steve's, because he's
Been
around.
lurking.
All right, it's a pretty dog. And he's playing tennis ball in the lobby.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a Tank in a life and a lifestyle.
God bless him.
I told them Frank and Clemmer need to get online at Live and see if they get let in.
Oh, that'd be unreal.
I would pay to see that.
That's a club.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's like where Dave goes to get
it's
a
like
table.
rappers rap about it.
Like
Big-
50
big-
Cent plays there.
Yeah.
Like he'll rap there, and like it's one of probably the most famous clubs.
Maybe in America.
You want them to dress like they're going to a club, or do you want them to dress
No, I
like
want
Clemmer?
Frank.
That's how they
I want him
dress.
to just be Frank and Clemmer.
What you saw Clemmer's outfit today?
Yeah.
His sweater vest and his fucking
I
button
want
up.
him button up
That's
with,
what I
with a
want.
T-shirt under it, even though he's.
I want him to
112
go
pounds.
to. I want David Grutman to find him.
Yes.
Speaking of, I believe, and I'm shooting a promo for it after this, I believe the long-awaited Clemmer and Walker Sports Movie Podcast drops next week.
Wow.
So that's a thing. That's we recorded the first one, I think, last June, and then we will start dropping them very, very soon. Been a kind of a delay in production.
What's the full name on that podcast?
Well, we've gone away from the original name.
Which was?
I don't remember.
I was trying to remember.
The uncrotchable, the recrotchables, a sports Two Nuts Talking Ball, a sports movie podcast by Chris Clemmer featuring Brandon Walker.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
It's not that anymore?
It's not that anymore. It's now something else.
That doesn't fit on a T-shirt.
Why don't you're not going to say it?
Let's call it Double Play. Because we watched two movies, a good one and a bad one. And the first one is going to be, we watched Moneyball and Ed, the 1996 movie with Matt LeBlanc and a monkey.
Wait.
It's a bad movie.
Which one's the bad one?
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I never saw Ed.
I've seen Ed. I see those movies.
You do not think it's a good movie.
It is so
All right, here's another one.
fun.
Does Ed have one of the worst movie reps out there? Ed and Eddie was a horrible one, too. with
Okay, well,
Big
Eddie
Goldberg,
is our
right?
second episode.
Ed is a great movie.
We've done several. I think we got 4 in the can right now. So anyway, check that out. It's going to be great. I like it. I enjoyed it. Clemmer is one of my favorite human beings.
I don't want to. We don't spoil guests. You're a big '90s guy.
Yeah.
You should talk to Glennie today. There's an overlap. '90s and Glennie.
He said it on the stream.
Did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Matlin Ward, 8:00 tonight. Only stands.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
No
Yes, you
idea
do.
who that is.
I don't.
Rachel, the redhead from Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World was a little below me.
Okay, fine.
A little below me.
Well, that's how you act.
I
Things are below you, and you refuse to. Yeah, you just
Now we're back.
look down on them.
Now we're back. We're basically playing pickleball.
Exactly.
Now we're back.
He's
Bring you
so back.
I'm so back I can bring people back.
Yeah.
Call me Kevorkian.
Oh,
Killed him.
that's not.
Yeah, okay, all right. Not him.
I thought you used to call Dave Kevorkian.
Yeah, you used to.
I did.
That's usually your guy you go to.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get. We're a couple of baby steps back.
What was the guy's name in Green Mile?
Don't know. Never saw it.
Really?
Same.
What was that noise?
Yeah,
What do you want me to do?
Really?
what do you want me to do? He goes.
All right. Why not? We'll dick around at the end. Marty, what are your picks for tonight?
I got San Diego State +8 and money line. Miami +7 and money line. Texas -4. Creighton over 139. Creighton -10. Do we have mostly besides Houston same picks?
Not sort of. I get. And I've San Diego State +8. I'm on Houston in the over. I took 3
Just
overs.
bailed out on answering that question.
Yeah, you did.
I was thinking. I guess kind of, but not really. Sort of. Houston, Miami over. Princeton, Creighton over. Texas.
Did you break Big F?
I think I just did.
Well, I was trying to do the math. I was trying to think what his picks were, and then
Just
looking at
Houston's
mine.
the only difference, and you have another over.
I had the over. Yeah, I guess. So I
It's
mean,
only 4 games, Marty.
Why do
So
you
you
keep
got
saying
one
I
difference.
guess? You keep saying I guess after every.
they're sort of different, but they're sort of the same. Sort
Yeah,
of
do you start getting depressed now?
Same,
when
but
you see
different.
2 games on the Elite 8? Like, I still get excited for the Sweet
yeah.
16, and I'm excited for tonight. You wake up Saturday, it's
Trends.
depressing.
Saturday's depressing for sure.
Really depressing.
All right. I've just got 2. Creighton -10. I think they hammer them. And then I don't want to go against the fact that the overall tournament has been an underfest, even though last night was overtime.
Sunday was over as well.
Sunday was over. Like the last 2 days have been overfest, so I'm not scared of it. But I want to have an under somewhere. So I'm going Miami Houston under 137.5. Rico.
Yeah, I'm just on Bama. I've been quietly having a decent tournament after the first round. Since the second round, I think I was like 6-2 in the second round alone, and the only 2 losses were Texas, who got backdoored by State Penn on a 4-point play, and the awful Gonzaga game. 2-0 last night, hoping to keep it rolling. I like Alabama.
Up next, the Yak is a 2.5-hour episode, I believe. TJ, you can correct me. About 2.5-hour Yak coming next.
2 hours, 15 minutes.
2 hours and 15 minutes. So you have, starting at 1 o'clock, you have 2 hours and 15 minutes of the Yak, along with our friends Austin Theory, WWE United States Champion Austin Theory, and Baron Corbin of the WWE. They sat in with us yesterday, and we played a bunch of WWE 2K23 for 2.5 hours. There are wheel punishments. There's a pretty much an all-time Stephen Che moment in there. I dare to say there's an all-time Little Sass moment in there. So go ahead and watch that stuff, because it is coming next, the Yak with WWE superstars.
RJ Davis is coming back, so UNC's going to run it again.
RJ Davis from Stepinac High School. Oh, Patino's, by the way, I might have egg on my face. I didn't think he'd get the kids to do it. he's all over like the biggest kids. He's trying to flip the biggest kids.
Yeah.
Instant. I didn't think he could flip them though. I really didn't. But
Call me a cynic, but when Baycott and R.J. Davis announced they're coming back to Carolina, it kind of just elicits the who gives a shit.
well,
Because
I mean, you root for the kids. I texted his mom last night, wished them well.
Okay.
Can't root against the
Whose
kid.
mom?
you can
Baycott's.
100%.
Why?
What? I met her at the Final Four.
I can 100% root against Baycott. Fuck them.
Yeah. Well, that's all you have now. You have Duke, Carolina. I have national championships. So
You have no national.
I won one with Kansas
You
last
have
year.
aligned
13
yourself with
You
Alabama.
win a Kansas championship last year.
You chose
13 to
them.
1 and 9 to 1.
13
I mean, I'm
to
just
1 is like
Astros future. Kansas State 18 to 1. Like,
If you take every future, you're going to hit some.
Kansas
could see
State's
the
supposed to
future? I
win
didn't
3
take
more
every
games.
future.
They'd win 3 more games.
What?
Kansas State has to win 3 more games.
Kansas State 18 to 1 won the Big 12 championship, pal.
But what you can't have all these teams. You got to pick one.
Futures market is where I'm at.
I'd like to also point out you are still wearing a full
It's my guy.
Alabama jumpsuit from 1992.
And my guys.
What company even made that?
Oh, let's see.
Starter, no?
I don't think so. You'd see an S on it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Majestic, maybe?
Oh, fuck.
All right, what we got over there?
It's Red Oak.
Red Oak.
Oh, Red Oak.
When can we find that out real quick to close the show? When did Red Oak Sportswear go under, please? Let's find that
I
out.
think about 5 minutes after making that.
No, these are hot.
All right. The Yak is up next as we look at the history of Red Oak manufacturing. Sure, that was awesome.
They had a hell of a run.
Hell of a run. All right, we'll be back Monday. And once again, the Yak is up next, 2-hour episode, so enjoy.